It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the boys and the Vikings. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were at full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. Brandon Gaud alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Cowboys in this matchup. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and it tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Under pressure, and they get to him again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. But someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. All the defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. Looking left sideline, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Cunningham. He's going to loft one deep left side here. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for Minnesota.
A very momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They give it to Peterson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd down and 8. Now Cunningham. And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cunningham looking to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
And this one is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, standing just outside his own goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs. Keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Second down, Peterson again. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now Peterson running right. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. On 4th down, Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. After 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Peterson. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now Cunningham. Throw left side complete. That's Peterson. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Off play action, it's Cunningham. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
And his kick is indeed good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
No, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like the old slow and steady will wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now and get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Pearson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught by Witten, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line.
Partner, took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
And they hand it off to Dorsett. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last two possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Dallas. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure. These sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Running right, it's Dorsett. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, they went back to it, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt they will get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Pearson. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the give, this is Dorsett. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Let's go!
And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way!" and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
They hand off to their big tight end. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 9 now. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. So then now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
I think it all came together there. In breaking well, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Cunningham. That one caught by Carter. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Cunningham to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan